So bring your mind with your body on your seat. The mind should be inside the body. So you're definitely not looking at your body from the outside in any way. You're experiencing your body from the inside. And your body includes energy, like we could say the nervous system, or we could say the chakra system. There's lots of different ways of explaining it. I think they call them meridians in acupuncture. So they're just kind of lines of energy that run throughout our body. And when you're experiencing your body from the inside, sometimes you can feel them. You can actually feel the energy. And as you prepare to meditate, what you really want to do is to let the energy settle so that it's not whizzing around those meridians too much. It's reasonably stable and calm. But you can't force it. You have to allow the movement. There may be stuff that you brought with you that takes a while to settle. Sometimes even the whole session, sometimes even the session doesn't actually settle your energy. I'm suspecting that Suzanne's having difficulty hearing. If that's the case, you could try going out and coming back in. Anyway, maybe it's okay. Make sure that your spinal column is straight. Usually I start at the bottom and come up, but you can actually experience the whole spinal column at the same time. It's like a linked chain of vertebrae, one on top of the other. And as you practice, you can experience that straightening, stretching a wee bit so that the vertebrae have plenty of room. And again, the energy in your spinal cortex should be flowing quite freely. That's one of the reasons why we straighten it. And you can actually feel that energy running right from the bottom of your spine, right up into your head. And if you can stabilize that, it really prepares you for meditation. It's also good to check your shoulders. Sometimes there's tension in your shoulders. And once your spine is straight, the shoulders can really relax and hang from the spine or the neck. And make sure that the tips of the shoulders are in straight line with each other, running through the throat. You can do most of the settling the body through being aware of the energy in different points. So we can start at the root, down at the bottom of the spine, in that area, just where your bottom is touching your seat, going into your thighs, within the bowl of your hips. allowing that energy to settle. Relaxing the muscles of your belly, just allowing it to move freely with your breath. And then there's the area of the rib cage. The ribs should be opening and closing gently with the breath. And within the ribs, the heart space, open and free. And then the throat, the windpipe, open so the breath can flow. Release any tension in the neck muscles. And likewise the jaw, especially up by the ears. And this takes us up into the eye sockets, letting go of any tension there. And then the whole area of the brain, the upper half of the skull. Just opening to the spacious sky way above. So holding the whole body, with all the energy more or less settled. And becoming more and more aware of the breath. Coming from the outside. Bringing oxygen and fresh energy. Which one way or another pervades our whole being. And releasing stale energy or unwanted breath on the out-breath. So experiencing the whole body breathing. Nourishing body and mind. Cleansing the channels of the energies throughout the body. Cleansing the channels involves mending any breaks or blockages. Renewing our whole system. And as the channels become clear, the process of breathing begins to clear the mind as well. Letting go not only of stale energy, but also stale thoughts and feelings. And as the mind is gradually cleared of these stale thoughts and feelings, it becomes increasingly clear and stable, like still water freed from particles of pollution. So the meditation is a kind of filtering for the body and the mind, just using the breath. And allowing the mind to become open and free. Stay alert. And this short meditation is a kind of tuning of the body and mind. When everything's in tune, it's harmonious and pleasant. And towards the end of a meditation like this, the less you think, the better. Just be open to the experience. Okay, so have a little relax. So just to contextualize the second meditation, sort of going into a series to do with relationship, and very much starting with self and exploring self and identity. And we already did a sort of opening looking at ancestry, and now we're going to move on from that. But we're going to continue with this theme of kind of trying to discover who or what we are through meditation, which is a different process from looking up your family records or something. It should be very experiential. So bring your body back to a meditation posture. And some of these meditations over the next period will start with the question, who or what is sitting here? And whenever I ask that question at the beginning, don't jump into giving a verbal answer. Just use it as a sort of opener for an experiential inquiry. Like when you go on a walk in the countryside, you don't have to spend the whole time naming the trees and the flowers and stuff. You can just experience with your senses. And similarly, in these meditations, to discover the depths and breadth of our identity, just experience. So a simple answer to the question, what is sitting here, is a person. A person is sitting here. So just be that person. And it's a mistake to think that this person is just a body. And it's also a mistake to think that this body is nothing to do with this person. The very act of sitting requires a body to sit. Again, when I say these sort of things, don't think too much about it. Just experience being a body sitting. But that is not the whole of the person, because the person includes that which experiences. And we could call that awareness. So we could say awareness of sitting, where there's a specific object, which is our body sitting. But equally, we can just say awareness without a specific object. And while the body is boundaried by the skin, awareness is not so boundaried. In fact, awareness without a specific object has no boundary. It's infinite. So this requires some letting go to experience awareness of infinity. And within this infinity, and not separate from it, is this body sitting here. And through this experience, we can have a sense of this person sitting here with reference to space. Let me remind you again, don't think too much about these things I'm saying. Just experience them. Allow yourself to just experience. Now this person is sitting here now. This person has been sitting here for about half an hour, but it's right now that the experience is happening. All the previous moments have gone. And if I last out the session, I'll be here for a bit longer. But those moments haven't yet come. The only moment that exists is now. So just be this person sitting here now. And if our awareness is very clear, we can recognize that this now keeps renewing itself. And to be fully present, we need to stop thinking about the past and the future. And just be in the moment. And actually, that is all that's ever been and ever will be. Now. So from this perspective, now, the present moment has no beginning and no end. It's eternal. And again, you have to let go a little bit and kind of absorb into it. To become awareness of eternity. So this person sitting here now is somehow within the context of eternity. Again, just feel this. Don't think about it too much. It gets too complicated. Just experience. And if we come back to where we started, who or what is sitting here, a person, we find that this person sitting here now, which is very immediate and present, is also within a context of infinity and eternity. Try to hold those two simultaneously. Being present here now, and also the much wider context. It means holding your awareness within limitless time and space, and recognizing that this body here now is connected to that. Not separate.